you know, right now where we're standing, we're in Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is right there. This is the concrete jungle. And, you know, a lot of those kids, as they grow up, they don't fish. It's interesting because they're surrounded by water, you know, the Delaware River, the Schuylkill, ponds, city park lakes, but they don't have the influence to cast, to fish, to have a rod and reel. And that became our focus, you know, is to target kids in what we call non-traditional areas, you know, urban areas, city centers where the population's high, and let these kids have the experience. You know, it's amazing. I mean, some of the experiences we've had, whether it's Central Park in New York City, here in Camden, other parts of the country, even just casting.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to see it, isn't it?
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
And you know, you see these kids have this experience they've never had, and they light up, you know? The big thing, I think, for the Ike Foundation is we're not saying we want all these kids to become professional anglers.
Yeah.
It'd be great if some of them did, but we want them to have that fishing experience because it ties them to so many other positive things. The outdoors, nature, conservation. Ecology, you know, all these amazing things in life that maybe they wouldn't have been exposed to any other way. We're trying to help with that. So it's important. It's important for us.
Yeah.
We're proud of it.
So I grew up in Bergen County, New Jersey. My dad died when I was 2, and my mom went through a real rough patch. She ended up going down a lot of wrong roads, and my grandfather took me on my first fishing trip when I was 3 years old for shad on the Delaware River. That experience with my grandfather changed my life. And, you know, I came back to Bergen County, New Jersey. He got me a pole, and I was fishing in shopping cart ponds in the Hackensack River at the age of 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up until I was 14. I ended up moving up in the Adirondacks, so fishing even became more of a passion. But going through life, kind of as a lone wolf in my situation I was in, my grandfather had moved away. If I didn't have fishing, I wouldn't be where I was at today. Being a part of the Ike Foundation Pro-Am tournament this past summer, I kind of went there out of a love for Mike Iaconelli and his fishing passion and respect for him. Went there. I'm a musician. I did the gig. The gig came out great. I had a great time. I was surrounded by fishermen, and everybody loved and lived for fishing. Something clicked in me. I realized that I was that little kid that the Ike Foundation raises money for. Fishing is what changed my life. It's what made the difference in me. And without putting a rod in my hand, without my grandfather handing me that fishing rod, a lot of kids out there in this area growing up troubled, and they end up fishing their troubles away. Basically, straightens out your head. It gets you to realize who you are, and it's an escape, and it's a healthy escape. Fishing is amazing. And so with the Ike Foundation and what they do, it was a no-brainer for me to support that and want to be a part of that. If you can be a support to the Ike Foundation in any way, you're helping change kids' lives. You're helping shape and form different perspectives and helping them grow as individuals. And I just hope that you really sincerely realize the difference you make when you put a fishing rod in a kid's hand.
My dad? My dad over here, right over there.
Right over there?
Yeah. His dad, he had a bass boat.
Okay.
They used to go fishing when they were younger.
Cool.
He wanted to bring me back into it.
Well, my dad started fishing, and I just got really interested in it, and I wanted to try it out.
Basically, my dad and just watching YouTube videos, watching shows on TV and stuff.
When I was a long time ago, my grandpa used to take me fishing, and then I just really enjoyed it, and then now I go all the time pretty much.
Nice.
My dad and my granddad liked it, so that's why I like it.
I started fishing when my pop showed me how to fish, and then it was fun.
It was all because of my poppy, because when I was 2 years old I started fishing, and he had a boat, and also my uncle had a boat, and they share it. which I usually would go fishing at Ocean City. Dad.
With your dad? Who's your favorite person to go fishing with? Your dad?
My dad.
Yeah?
My dad. My dad.
Usually myself or my brother.
Usually my cousin or my dad.
My dad. I usually go with Frankie, which is fishing with me today. Unky and Poppy. When I was with my Poppy down the shore and we went to like this fishing area and I was catching all sea bass.
All sea bass. That is awesome. All right, Gianna, well, we're going to let you get back to it. Good luck. Catch them up.